We're going deep into the heart of something that is my documents. We are entering the airlock transfer room, death drive. Correct the conditions that my life is in. Did I ever have a vision for it? This is the time to prepare for a new atmosphere. Is everyone ready to enter? We're going in. This is some astral travel. I'd like to let all your ethereal bodies in here with me. Okay, we're all here now. And I want to say, as a Jewish person, that not in my name do we have Palestinians die or be killed. So now, type into the chat and respond. So what is your situation currently? Please share with us. What are people feeling? What are you thinking? Are you typing in? It's okay, I'm shy too. I'm going to show you a poster I made. It says, "How can everything be hinging on this?" And now I'm going to share the inside of my Google Drive. So there's just a lot of different documents from all areas of my life. There's a lot. There's actually almost 900. I own these documents. And now I'm going to read one. I'm going to print it out. This one was intense because The AGO came to me to ask me to pitch something for their big yearly fundraiser, and they wanted it to be about magic or magic realism, but I wrote something called Recumbent Biker. Even though I'm interested in magic and magic realism, it didn't seem fun. November 5th, 2015. Proposed concept and budget for Recumbent Biker. Performance by Lisa Smolkin. I will build a small roadway in the AGO 15 feet by 30 feet. I will ride a rented recumbent bike on the fabricated road. There will be a fabricated gourmet coffee stand on the side of the road with pretend coffee. I will dress and act as a recumbent biker in appropriate clothing and footwear. The first part of the performance will be me embodying the character of a recumbent biker, riding the bike, stopping for good coffee, and being smug with the partygoers as a recumbent biker might be. I will alternately ignore partygoers as I think this character would and be deliberately smug but appropriate. From one marginal type to another. One of the themes I explore in my art is the way I feel marginal in life. I always have noticed that people riding recumbent bikes are men. Usually a white man with a bit of disposable income. Recumbent bikes are expensive. They always seem to have smug looks on their faces, never appearing to smile. My projection is that they think they are clever, different, and superior. Maybe I'm just envious that they're not afraid to take up space in the world. I'm interested in exploring the minutiae of people and culture and our ways of being. I will have a video loop playing in the background of myself talking about judgment and how I feel marginal versus how recumbent bikers perceive themselves to be marginal. At 12 midnight, the transformation will happen as follows. There will be a live, real recumbent biker there that I will interview face to face. He will have to confront my veiled hostility, judgment, and condemnation, all expressed in a polite, conservative way of myself, a petite woman. And I will have to confront the feelings of not being cared about or seen. I will change out of my biker outfit to my regular clothes to once again become myself. At 12 midnight, I will begin the process of getting to know a person who rides a recumbent bike. For the first time in my life, I will have a conversation with such a person. The transformation is in pushing two subcultures to interact and get to know one another. It may or may not change my opinion of recumbent bikes and those who ride them. It is to be seen. It is a humorous, absurdist, deadpan art piece about judgment, pushing one's boundaries to know others, visibility, getting in someone else's shoes, and the specific culture of recumbent biking. The installation will be made with a handmade, childlike aesthetic. Specific requirements: to install a piece beside a wall, to have a large space to ride bike in, 15 feet by 30 feet, to have a large video screen, to play a video with audio, to be near electricity plug-in, additional assistance to get started with setup, assistance with a technical video and audio setup, budget. This was a while ago. Bike rental and recumbent biker fee, $150. Road construction materials and supplies, $175. Video production, $200. Costume and props, $235. Car share rental to AGO and back, $60. Assistant, $100, equaling $920. Unfortunately, I did not get chosen to do this project.
请扶稳行李，紧握扶手，注意脚下安全。Please watch your luggages. Hold the handrail. Mind your steps.
Befindet sich am Ende dieser Halle auf der linken Seite hinter das Gepäck bei der Reisefunktion und der gegenüber von der Passkontrolle des Innenraums. ladies and gentlemen, this is an announcement for all guests this traveling tonight, 7 for Abu Dhabi. The night is being delivered at 51.
The next dock is called Care Stations. I'm gonna print it. I'm printing everything. This was for Evergreen Brickworks. Also not chosen, but I found it really inspiring. Okay, here we go. July 24th, 2020, Care Stations. Care Stations is a multimedia interactive performance art event set at Evergreen Brickworks. It has been created through my own difficulties in engaging in recreational activities. The premise being the question, who actually has the inner and outer resources for recreation? The odd time I do get outside, I'm surprised at the many people I see taking part in activities while I normally stay home to worry and catastrophize about money, relationships, and selfhood. This is a very personal and sincere yet comedic performance about ways to offer support to those who are too anxious to relax and be in the moment. I'm advocating for the sensitive, the moody, the traumatized. I'm also addressing crossover class and race issues that shape recreational experiences. Going to a farmer's market is not fun if one has no money to spend, or if one can't even attend at all because of the obligation to work. Not everyone has the luxury of time and energy for leisure, exercise, and recreation. I'm attempting to create my utopia. What if recreation had a built-in aspect of care for people's inner and outer lives? What if our problems could be addressed here? Care Stations will be in the format of a tour with small distance groups of people. These are the various proposed care stations. 1. Greeting and video viewing indoors near the entrance to Cafe Belong. 2. Walk to the pond, play healing music because sometimes nature is not enough. Go to the hollow tree stump. Address the personal circumstances of the audience members' relationship to recreation. How do they feel now? Who did they come with? What is that relationship like? Walk to the farmer's market or store area, talking about interaction with others and financial concerns of recreation. 4. Plant Positivity Garden. Interactive piece about mental and emotional health. 5. Indoors again, I interact with a robot or simulated robot to model receiving assistance with social emotional issues. A performative piece about the nature of untangling complex problems. 6. Ending with a cathartic dance session, including me showing the audience the TikTok dance I learned during quarantine. This space is already considering some of these issues. The Heal Garden grows and educates about healing plants. I'm adding to this with additional holistic content. I'm a Toronto-based performance artist whose work comprises performance, video, and drawing, exploring themes of selfhood and feminism by incorporating elements from popular culture and healing traditions within humorous narrative structures. This one paid well, unfortunately not chosen. Okay, on to the next. to print it out. Okay, I'm just gonna go back a little bit because there's one that I didn't want to miss. It's my Franklin Furnace app, and I honestly believe it's one of my better ones. And it made my friend laugh really hard. How's everyone doing? So the one that's printing was for a performance titled I Eat Super Healthy But Why? Ready for it? Okay, April 1st, 2018, Franklin Furnace app. The performance is titled I Eat Super Healthy But Why? It will be a tour around New York City by subway where participants follow me from health food restaurant to juice bar to the next health food restaurant while they witness my interactions, watch my facial expressions, look at my movements, and hear me talk about my inner experience. Magnifying small private moments and performing personal choice with an edge of comedy. Themes are food, holistic healing, women's experiences, the Jewish experience, consumer culture, trends, anxiety and mental emotional health exploration, the effects of trauma, perfection, loneliness. The day tour will begin at a gallery where I will show a short experimental video about my health food habits and interpersonal and attachment issues. I will do some movement to express how I am feeling. I will talk about the context of the performance. I will give audience members notes and small relevant objects, which I have imbued with a particular energy to hold and look at for the trip. We will then leave as a group to go to the first location. I will navigate around New York City with the assistance of Google Maps. If freaking out or very lost, I will take an Uber. We will travel to all the locations listed below. Meet at gallery space to be determined where, and a lot of these places aren't here anymore, unfortunately. Hue Kitchen, Liquiteria, Chill House, The End, Brooklyn, High Vibe Health Food Store. The backdrop will be well-known vegan or health food restaurants, juice bars, and health food stores. I will be dealing with the subject of health food tourism and specific diets as trendy personal statements. As a health-concerned person, my main vice is spending money on food and eating clean. At times, my healthy food habits may take the place of having or cultivating rewarding relationships. We are so evolved that we micromanage our food intake, but are still unable to have satisfying connections with others. Once in New York, I bought almost $100 worth of food and juice from Liquiteria and holed up in a hotel room for a day by myself. Eating it felt really unhealthy and messed up. The effects of trauma can manifest in weird ways. I will buy food and drink from each stop and then find a place to eat it and then attempt to make a meaningful connection with staff and or audience or participants. I will also monologue about what is happening inside me and express this through movement. This is a quiet type of performance, one that could easily appear as a commercial interaction and someone eating and talking to a stranger. As a person who cares a lot and can often struggle to feel a connection with others, I will ask the audience for coaching on how to interact with the retail service staff to create a connection. I'm working with many layers of themes in this performance as with my other performances: trauma, health, loneliness, disconnection, Jewish identity, feelings of invisibility, eating well as an identity, loneliness, clean eating, whiteness, prissiness, attachment issues. Whenever traveling, I find a huge chunk of time and money taken up with eating and finding food. New York City is the perfect place for this performance as culture, food, and health trends have evolved to the next level, highlighting the interaction between myself and the staff at the various establishments, traveling, navigation, choice, managing finances, inner dialogue, eating, expressing feelings. Points of tension and interest. How will my interactions go with staff? Will there be microaggressions towards me during the day? How will I navigate my way to each venue in a huge city? Will I need to take an Uber? I will explain my thought process behind each of my food and juice orders. Will my very specific experience read as a microcosm of others' experiences? Full of conflicting feelings, I will remake myself from a cellular level with this healthy food and drink. This is a comic critique of consumer culture and trend following. Audience members will witness what it is like moving through life as me. That totally should have been made, so unfortunately was not. So my next doc, so this was called Being the Village Idiot is Hard But Cool. It's a multidisciplinary project that explores the artistic expression of trauma, epigenetic difficulties, therapy, and outsider status within North American Jewry. Through the research and production of comedic video art and other creative output, the project will delve into the inner voices of Jews who may feel like outsiders, struggling with and challenging social hierarchies, class expectations, and power structures. Did you all want to see my screen for this one? Because I'm going to do that now. Okay, this is a special look inside. The project incorporates the concept of the village idiot as a metaphor for those who do not conform to societal norms or expectations, but also explores how these unconventional voices can be seen as cool in their unique perspectives, resilience, and ability to challenge the status quo. The project does a deep dive into the intergenerational dynamics of families and Jewish communities where younger generations are fluent in therapy language and engage in breaking trauma patterns, while the older generation, not having had access or permission to engage in therapy, haven't. Being the Village Idiot is Hard But Cool also will attempt to examine the effects of Christian hegemony on North American Jews who may not participate in organized congregations due to non-inclusive structures, and how those who choose to be or are inadvertently unconventional and outside traditional religious structures can be seen as cool in their alternative expressions of Jewish identity. Through comedic video art, the project gives voice to the underdog, capturing the emotions, thoughts, and experiences of those who feel outside of societal norms or power structures, while also exploring the concept of cool as a form of self-expression for those who embrace their outsider status. It delves into issues such as social isolation, self-esteem, feelings of humiliation, and maladaptive nervous system expressions, while also examining how unconventional perspectives may be cause for celebration within society. The project aims to challenge traditional notions of social norms, class expectations, and power structures within the Jewish community, while highlighting the resilience, imagination, and unique contributions of those who may be perceived as outsiders or misfits. The project invites reflection and conversation about the complexities of trauma, vulnerability, and the pursuit of self-expression in Jewish communities, using comedy, video art, and the concepts of cool and inner voice as powerful means of artistic exploration. Exploring class and belonging, I will ask such questions as, what does it mean to be a Jew that does not own their own home, does not drive, does not belong to a congregation, is secular, is in therapy, and attempts to break chains of generational trauma? My research will be arts-based and interview-based, and will include subject interviews with people who I deem to hold outsider status. The project is in its beginning stages, although I have made related works. I would like to deepen the exploration. I hope to engage artistically with international arts and Jewish communities, giving voice and space to these matters which may initially not appear as serious considerations, but may be seen as portals to lasting matters of belonging and wellness. Here's a couple of short notes. Curly hair, wigs, clowns, Jewishness, cringe comedy, outsider status. I exist, so that's proof of concept. Nervous system dysregulation. Yeah, okay. That one is printed. Moving on. This was a letter of intent. This was for this really cool residency with this really cool artist, and I thought for sure I would get it. It's in Florida, and yeah, I'm gonna print it. August 5th, 2021. To Guadalupe Maravilla, and whom else it may concern, I would like to attend this residency at Atlantic Center for the Arts. I'm living in Toronto, Ontario, Canada. My art practice comprises performance, video, and installation, exploring themes of selfhood, outsiderness, and hierarchies by incorporating elements from popular culture and healing traditions within humorous narrative structures. I was a frequent performer at Dord, a performance art conceptual comedy show put on by Life of a Craphead, and I performed at the Art Gallery of Ontario and the Banff Centre, as well as having work featured in C Magazine and Canadian Art Magazine. I have performed at the Flux Factory in New York City and at Los Angeles Contemporary Archive in Los Angeles. In my performance and video art practice, I often mine my own vulnerabilities and interest and experience in with natural healing modalities. Because of this, I feel that this residency would be a good fit. I would love the opportunity to perform daily, expanding my practice. I use a lot of props and moments in popular culture as short form for inner experiences, so it will be a stretch to not have the same access to props when I'm away from home, and to see how I make new work in new ways. I want to further my creative exploration on human developmental issues, relational disconnect, and uncover more societal and personal matrices. I want to meet other artists and find support and connection to show my work internationally. I appreciate the playful and colorful nature of your work, Guadalupe. Fun and color are very important to me. Additionally, the language in this application really speaks to me, always dreaming of safe spaces and friendliness and warmth in the art world and beyond. Thank you so much. Sincerely, Lisa Smolkin. I was second alternate for this, but did not get called. Okay, now I'm going to edit a doc with someone. When someone edits with me, it feels like a genuine act of caring and co-reg. This is what it's like to be in a relationship. So you see like the circle come on up here with your circle, and you know they're there with you. And you're both working for the same purposes. They care, that's why they're there. See, it's like support. Yes, this would be so cool. And people have different skills, like Amy's got really amazing editing skills, so great to use that. Yeah, I think that's great. Thanks for editing with me, Amy. Thank you. Okay. This is a new doc. Really specific type of embarrassment. Going back to my dance days, was trying to make a professional dance career. I'm gonna print this. So it kind of involved that a little bit. Print it out. And I also will include the response. July 9th, 2018. Dear Pat, I'm an old student of yours that used to take classes at the School of Toronto Dance Theatre. I'm now a performance artist that is working on a comedic photography project involving having my photo taken with various groups that I'm not a part of. It is for a show called Belongings. I'm looking for a photo with professional, high-skilled dancers, and I saw that you are teaching this week. I'm wondering if we might be able to set up a photo op if the dancers were interested in being part of it. I would also love you to be in the photo if you're interested. The photo will be taken by a professional photographer. Unfortunately, my timeline is short and I have a photographer booked for tomorrow, Tuesday, July 9th. I was wondering if I could come before or after your class tomorrow to get this shot, or if another time would be possible. These photos will be shown in a show in Halifax at the Khyber Center for the Arts in August. Thanks so much for your time, Lisa Smolkin. Here's the response. Hi Lisa, I remember you from the School of TDT back in the day. Sounds like you're doing interesting things in your life. Unfortunately, I think that asking the group that I'm teaching this week to be involved with your current project is not a good idea, especially at such short notice. But even if there were more time to prepare, it just doesn't feel like the right fit. Sorry about this, and I wish you all the best with the project. Cheers, Pat M. Thanks, Pat M. So the project happened, but this part of the project was definitely denied. Okay, I'm just gonna check it on properly. Thank you. All clean already. Okay. Let's go. Okay, this was an HSP performance, and HSP means highly sensitive person. Is anyone there highly sensitive? Okay, you ready? It's gonna get printed. Okay, so spring, summer 2018, performance for HSPs or highly sensitive people. Skipping ahead. For me, this project stems from an interest in creating new work, critically important to me right now, about painful sides of human existence and being told that my emotional pain receptors are overly active. The cause of pain could be anything from coworker microaggressions, gone wrong social interactions, or not finding a place in society in a timely way. This draws from belonging and the ways one may cope or anchor themselves amidst the lack of community or positive family involvement. In a new video, Is There Room for the Meek?, I use the trope of a new age clown to express feelings around being meek and marginalized. In the exhibition, I will also be including photography of myself with groups I do not belong in, as well as sculptural objects in the space, a device to help you belong. I have a feeling of there being an inner aura on the inside of my body, kind of like fascia and interconnectedness that sometimes tells me that I don't belong. And this one happened, so I went to Halifax and had this art show.
Never cared for what they say. Never cared for
are. Now I'm going to share some docs that were about other types of work. This was at my old retail job. I applied for an adjacent position, which I really thought I would get. September 18, 2014. Dear Yana, I'm emailing my CV as well as this cover letter to apply for the body care buyer position. The nature of my work here as body care consultant and aromatherapist has prepared me for the body care buyer position. It has involved a great deal of attention to detail, ability to work hard daily, and complete task lists, including counting products and placing orders. Used to do this as part of my position. Excellent in-depth product and industry knowledge and an ability to work both independently and collaboratively. It is my priority to continue contributing to a supportive and friendly work environment and to maintain and foster positive relationships with suppliers and brokers. I'm equipped and excited to meet with suppliers and make decisions on products that would be profitable and healthy for our customers and the store. I attend CHFA yearly out of personal and industry interest and believe this position would be a natural next step for me at the Big Carrot. I'm able to take on the responsibility of this position immediately and have the strong work ethic and knowledge to ensure that I make a success of it. Thank you for taking the time to consider this application, and I look forward to hearing from you soon. Yours sincerely, Lisa Smolkin.
Super bummed. Pathetic.
Didn't get that one. Really thought I would. Okay, gonna just go grab the next doc. A recent one, July 26, 2023. Dear hiring manager, this was a school of music. I'm writing to express interest in the studio position at Lane School of Music. I'm an organized and enthusiastic artist and administrator looking to share her skills. I deeply value the arts and support an environment of enjoyment, engagement, joy, accessibility, and diversity. I'm a kind and responsive communicator who's very experienced with email, phone, and in-person communication. I'm quick with follow-up, good with social media posting, particularly Facebook, Twitter, Threads,
LOL.
and Instagram, and happy to learn new platforms. I'm willing and able to liaise with administrative and teaching staff. I'm tidy in maintaining a learning space as needed. I'm well versed in Google Workspace. I use it in my own art practice, so I'm always happy to affirm this as a competency. I'm reliable, responsible, and work in an efficient manner, which I've shown in my work experience as a supervisor, sales clerk, aromatherapist, and artist. I'm available for afternoon, evening, and weekend shifts and committed to do a part-time role from August 15th to June 30th of the following year with a willingness to extend the contract as needed. Moreover, I am prepared to present proof of COVID-19 vaccination and fulfill the requirements for a vulnerable sector check. Thank you so much for your time, and I look forward to meeting you should you be interested in interviewing me for this position. Sincerely, Lisa Smolkin. So I really also thought I would get this one, and I didn't, and I asked for some follow-up feedback, which the person did not respond. Okay, this was actually an extremely cool job. I found out about where you could be an aromatherapist for the government. October 13, 2018. To the hiring manager of the complementary care assistant position. I'm very interested in the position of complementary care assistant for the City of Toronto. Years ago, I assisted a customer with purchasing some essential oils, and she described her job to me as a complementary care assistant. I was so pleased that the City of Toronto employs people as aromatherapists, etc. This was before I knew how to write a cover letter. I'm a certified aromatherapist and Bach flower remedies certified practitioner with many refined people skills that would help promote and create a peaceful environment for the elderly and or those in palliative care. I'm a trustworthy, kind, gentle person who would be well suited to this job. I'm comfortable doing hand and face compresses with essential oil, water, and hydrosols on others. This is a relaxing, nurturing treatment for anyone.
This is giving no.
I am in the process of taking a Reiki course, so I could also offer this energy therapy to assist others. I'm proficient and accurate with paperwork and telephone etiquette with great people skills. I'm happy to work as part of a team and independently as required. Sincerely, Lisa Smolkin. Still always on the lookout for this position, but did not get it. Okay, another job. This I really thought I had a good chance of getting because I knew the person that I was applying to and I thought we had a good relationship, and I just really thought I had a unique set of capabilities. June 14th, 2023. Dear hiring manager at Tallgrass Natural Health, I'm writing to express my interest in working as the outside sales key account manager in the GTA. With 19 plus years experience working in a health food market and as the aromatherapist and supervisor in a health and beauty department previously, I enjoy managing and working with others and passing on my knowledge and passion for natural products and a holistic approach to wellness. I have extensive experience in ordering and educating on natural products and brands. I've attended almost 2 decades of product and brand trainings and enjoy keeping up on trends by attending CHFA, the industry trade show. I'm able to broker deals and have strong relationships with several brands, distributors, and brokerages. I've also attended many Tallgrass trainings, and they are the best in the industry. I see the care in which the staff take in connecting and the relationships that are built, and that aligns with the value I have in connecting with others. Additionally, I'm a certified Bach flower practitioner and love the world of flower, gem, and environmental essences. I'm also a certified aromatherapist, which comes in handy in the depth of understanding I have of natural ingredients and products. I also have many administrative office and computer skills, which I have learned through my health food store supervisory work, as well as my art practice, in which I administer both the business and creative sides. I'm organized, clear, and kind in my verbal and written communication. I enjoy creating a positive work environment, one of empathy, kindness, and hard work. I value trauma-informed communication and lead with compassion.
Save me from retail.
I'm able to create long-standing relationships with customers and merchants and see how authentically communicating with kindness drives sales. The natural product world is my happy place, and it brings me energy and peace, and I think this is reflected in my work. I would love to come in and interview for this position, should you be interested. With thanks, Lisa Smolkin.
I don't get out of bed for less than $0 a day.
I didn't even get a response.
I had a vision of love, and it was all that you've given to me. I had a vision of love, and it was all that you've given me. I realized the dream, and that vision was the love that came to be. Feels so alive. I'm so thankful that I've received the answer that heaven has sent
poems, things that kind of meander. Biting the hand a little. I once created a merchandising display in response to a contest from an international natural body care company. I made a rainbow color-coded display. I used real rose petals, oranges, and lavender, as well as a bowl of dried almonds. My display won the contest. The prize was a trip to New York City. For some reason, to be fair, all the staff and management's names were drawn to see who would win the trip, which included a spa day and a fancy certified organic dinner. The department manager and assistant manager won the trip, and the lottery was supervised by the floor manager. Planning for beta person video and performance. These are notes for a video and performance, some of which happened. It was really fun. Transitioning to an alpha. Marking my spot by peeing blue liquid out onto the floor. Marking pheromones, wearable technology. I'm not the center of attention. When people walk into a room, they do not look at me. I do not light up those around me. Living in unresolved issues. Is being beta equal to having confidence issues? Opposite of an influencer. People want what they have. People buy things from their companies. They can still be nerds. Beta person is not productive. Is alpha beta binary just based on capitalistic value? Worry booth, time and space to worry. Beta continually uses technology wrong. Chairs, where someone doesn't sit beside you. Ask me about the friendship breakup. A sculpture of a friend who ghosted you. She left. She accused you of doing bad things. She said she didn't have energy for a friendship because she had low iron. Well, my iron is also low. People-based coincidences, acts of magic. The most magical things that have happened. Seeing the actor who plays Oscar from The Office at the Big Harriet where I work after being at home crying watching The Office before I went to work because I felt alone and also I couldn't go to a party because I had to work. The person I'm married to holding and caring for my baby cousin before he was adopted into my family. Sitting next to Noah on the plane and then also at the orientation. Some things I apologize for. Here's a list of some things I apologized for. For telling someone I needed to be somewhere by 1:30 when my actual appointment was at 1:45. For thinking someone was mad at me. For eating a large piece of watermelon. For transferring a coconut roll date out of a tiny Tupperware container so I could put my salad dressing in there, and using the plastic wrap that was over the guacamole for the coconut roll date. For asking someone the same question on 2 social media platforms. For throwing out lip gloss made with chemicals that someone gave me and replacing it with a natural one. For throwing a carrot top into a heap of carrots. I thought I shouldn't apologize. My partner used the word intersubjective today. T-shirts and my essay for book. I performed this and it did get made into an art catalog with a lot of effort and constant email. T-shirts and other notes. 3 different treatments were given to Dr. Hauschka t-shirts, all in various states of wear, procured through health food store employment. 1, a brand new shirt with the gold thread of the Dr. Hauschka logo fraying and dematerializing in an electrical way into gold dust. 2, why doesn't my yoga teacher look at me? Written in ballpoint pen. 3, help, crop top, written in ballpoint pen, midriff drawn on. Squeezed, an empty tube of Walla, maker of Dr. Hauschka and other products. Toothpaste mounted on the wall with a sign cut to shape with the word squeezed on it, obscuring the actual product. but the feeling is still there. One of the most exciting parts of Soft Sorrows and Miracles was having live DJ Sixth Sense. The Ditch. Sarah Kilpack and Simon Schlesinger constructed it for thresholds and attachment issues. It had great utility because it was lined with plastic. It was the perfect size, and to this day I love the absence of something that this ditch was. Basic poem excerpt that applies. Do not pass me by. It will not be easy for you. A long conviction of worthlessness builds strong walls. The nearer you approach to me, the blinder I may strike back, by Charles C. Finn. Conclusion in life. Can I look to you to help regulate my emotions? No, you must do it on your own. Now I'm going to show you a sculpture. Dignity, health, aspirations, transformation, dreams, connection, safety, respect. Lisa Smolkin.
Lisa, what's the sculpture of?
Oh, the sculpture is my computer, my drive, my life. It's a model. Essential oil use in winter. This is a blog post I was forced to write for work. Honestly, I consider the use of essential oils one part of a healthy lifestyle. There are actually some useful notes in here. It's called Getting Help from Plants in Winter 2019. I like to think of essential oils as little plant helpers that are sometimes available to us. They are an active and concentrated part of a plant ready to uplift and assist us in many ways. Here are a few ways to use them this winter. Essential oil walk for mood. Who can't use a little help in these short, low light days? I will do an experiment today where I apply 3 drops of essential oil onto a tissue or bandana and go out for a walk in the -10 degrees Celsius weather. I will walk briskly and inhale the scent, taking deep breaths of the oils every 3 to 5 minutes. I will record my mood before the walk and after. I will also make a note to look at nature. It's okay to do this as a solo activity or with another. Suggested oils: black spruce, white pine, lemon, grapefruit. Subtle aromatherapy diffusion for relaxation. The term subtle aromatherapy was coined by aromatherapist and author Patricia Davis in 2004 when she published a book of the same name. Subtle aromatherapy is the use of essential oils in minute concentrations to affect energetic or vibrational change. I like to put a very small number of drops of an essential oil in a diffuser so it's barely perceivable to my senses. I like to diffuse only occasionally. Essential oils can be potent, and I like to ease my nervous system and minimize stimuli in order to relax. A little pure rose essential oil, true lavender, or sweet orange, just a drop or two for 30 minutes, once or twice a week to give the oil a chance to calm myself but not overwhelm my already overtaxed nervous system is ideal. Incorporate into your laundry. Add 2 to 3 drops of an essential oil to your laundry. I put the drops into the soap dispenser in the washing machine along with the detergent. I like something fresh like any citrus oil, including bergamot. It helps make your wash antibacterial in a healthy way, and clothes retain a whiff of the scent when they are washed. I also most recently put ylang ylang and love that. Blessings to you for winter 2019. And some people will always have access to newborn puppies. I was playing goddess music on paid Spotify at work. The playlist was so long that all Enya songs became classical symphonic compositions. As I heard them in disbelief, I looked around to share a knowing glance of how funny it was, but my closest work friend was on break and there was no one else. Comedy can be lonely at work. I'm tired of taking care of the animal, myself. I was born to flex. Made a video and performed in front of it. As you can see, there's been a mix of successful and unsuccessful ventures. Get volunteers to put on black shirts and hug them, thereby getting deodorant stains on them. Then I can be like, I've transformed. Real life is too painful. I'm now of the internet. I'm cyber. Uber Eats graphic with car driving map with emotional landmarks. Video with Sisterhood of the Traveling Pants running scene and then staring off scene. Poster of circumvention. Entitled white British couple were at my retail job. The husband told me to call his wife to talk to her about makeup. Then after I did, the wife told me to thank her husband for her. Me glowing in a video. It's like life goes on unlived. The soul just misses. It is almost here. I'm almost here with it. I have almost figured it out, but I'm nowhere near ready. I'm one step behind, one stride. I was born to flex. About my avatar. My avatar has come here to tell you information about me and other people. They want to tell you that they have the agency of being me and also the wisdom of not being me. Me 2.0, me but better. Back to the Future for artist statement. Changing the family frequency, our class has risen. We can now afford a pink leather couch. We're no longer losers and wimps. We don't give people the ick. We have sought out all the free resources on YouTube and they have healed us. We were not known even to ourselves. Laughter was our main way of discharging trauma. We traveled through time in a restorative manner, slowly, consciously, but wondered if time travel was as irrelevant as space travel. I would love to have at least one outfit from the future. I would love to see society organized around anti-oppression. My favorite part of a movie is before anything happens. All art is nervous system based. Now we're going to make a group doc. Is everyone ready? So we want everyone to make this together so we're all contributing. So there's a lot of things happening right now, personally and especially in the world. People are really suffering, and I thought we could hop on the shared doc and create it together. Oh good, I can see some more people coming on. Thank you. What are people hoping for and wishing for? Wow, yeah, I see some cool people here. Animal. What are your wishes? What are people wishing for yourself or for the world? For some reason, I don't know why I'm feeling more comfortable in the hope section than the wish section. How's it going for people? Just so you know, there is anonymity. I can't see who's who. You're in like little animals, so feel free to share. And if people are into romance, I hope for great ones for you. And yeah, any last thoughts for hopes and wishes, please add them. Okay, yeah, I'll give another 30 seconds. I'm gonna screenshot. Can someone screenshot? Oh. Okay, thank you everyone. So I'm gonna close up the shared doc for now. And I'm gonna just mention this Back to the Future project that I did a couple years ago, 2, 3, 4 years ago, and it was really significant to me and actually did happen. Yeah, so Back to the Future, the thought was, if you can address your past, or if I could address my past, I could somehow impact my future. And so now we're gonna play something about that.
It's there. How else do you explain that wreck out there?
Now, Biff, can I assume that your insurance is going to pay for the damage?
My insurance. It's your car. Your insurance should pay for it. I want to know who's going to pay for this. I spilled beer all over when that car smashed into me. Who's going to pay my cleaning bill? And where's my reports?
Well, I haven't finished those up yet, but you know, I figured since they were due till...
Hello? Hello? Anybody home?
Oh.
Think, McFly.
Right.
Think. I gotta have time to get them retyped.
Yeah.
Do you realize what would happen if I handed my reports in your handwriting? I'll get fired. You wouldn't want that to happen, would you? Would you?
Of course not, Biff. No, I wouldn't want that to happen. Now, look, I'll finish those reports on up tonight, and I'll run them on over first thing tomorrow, all right?
Hey, not too early. I sleep in Saturday. Oh, McFly, your shoes untied.
Oh.
Don't be so gullible, McFly. Got the place fixed up nice, McFly. Yeah, I have your car towed all the way to your house, and all you got for me is light beer? What are you looking at, butthead? Say hi to your mom for me.
I know what you're gonna say, son. And you're right. You're right. But, Biff just happens to be my supervisor, and I'm afraid I'm just not very good at confrontations.
Power of love is a curious thing. Makes a mama pay, makes another man. I don't know the words to it. Hello? Anybody home, Lisa? Hello? Well, looky what we have here, Lisa. Hi, Lisa. Tom Wilson here. Yeah, I played Biff, I played Griff, I played Buford, Mad Dog Tannen in all 3 Back to the Future movies. Abusive, terrible bullies. Lisa, before I begin, let me just say this, if I may. I don't often answer personally in a cameo like yours, where you ask me a couple of questions. It's very rare for me. Usually I skip over it. Why? Because I really don't care to have my personal opinions and work like this that I do out in the public, in social media. So I would ask you, and this is a business transaction that you've made, but I would ask you to keep this video between you and me. Maybe some friends, but please don't share it on social media because being a bully, as I have been in the pop culture, I'm quite a piñata, and many people have sticks and blindfolds, as you well know. You're having a hard time at work and in life, being treated badly. And I know quite a bit about this, Lisa, because both the entire world thinks of me as a hateful and abusive bully, and yet I'm an actor who was bullied a great deal early in my life, and even now in my life, I know about bullying and being bullied quite a bit. When I was young, especially. It's a problem. It's a problem in life, and it's a problem in society with a narcissist culture that is coarsened by their relationship with their screens, which makes them insulated from everyone else and just thinking whatever I think goes. And as we see now, it's just a poisonous, poisonous tornado now that many, many people are getting swept away in. Many people. And it's good for you that the first order of business is you recognize I'm not being swept away in this, but it's affecting me. It's affecting you. So the only way I can come to it, Lisa, and I apologize for this because I know a lot of people don't share my faith, but I come at it from a faith perspective first of all, and other perspectives of course, but you can filter that out in whatever way you feel. The first thing that I think we can feel for the people bullying us is pity, is feeling sorry for them because they're making the decisions that are actually giving them an unhappy life. They're feeling lesser, so they have to attack others in order to make an impression, a phony image, self-image of themselves, to lift it up and to attack others. And that's unfortunate. So we could throw rocks back at them, but really it's something to pity, to feel sorry about, and to know that it's a terrible thing. It's a terrible thing to have your self-respect, as they do, so lowered that you have to attack other people. So that's the first thing. In my faith, pray for them. Understand that life is difficult. Try to move on. In other lives, other faiths, other whatever, I don't know what the approach is. Other than that, what can we do? What can we do, Lisa, for ourselves, for you, to make the outward effects on us affect us less? Huh? How do we turn this from our need from outward approval to self-respect so that we stand on our 2 feet, respecting ourselves no matter what happens, no matter what's coming our way, no matter what hateful words or ignoring us or non-invitations or all of those things? How can we get on solid ground? At work, work on our skill set, work hard, take a class, better ourselves, and just get to the point where nobody can deny your skill set and your commitment, not to the company, not to, gee, I hope everyone likes me. No, but to doing solid work as a solid person who has self-respect in who they are and what they do. As I said, you could take a class, you could do many things to open your horizons. And as you know, Lisa, those horizons being opened can lead you in an entire direction in your life, a new direction. Out of that job and where you're maybe appreciated more or maybe where you're interested more. And that's another thing, yes, to build your self-respect in your work, in your person, in the friend you are, in the family member you are, in the worker you are, regardless of what anyone has to say, doing the quality work and liking what you see in the mirror, being okay with that person. Are you okay with Lisa? Fantastic then. You're done, aren't you? So limiting the effects of the outward words and effect and having self-respect. But as I said, keeping your eyes open for new horizons, new opportunities, new interests, new people, new friends who agree with you, who don't baby you, who don't like, oh, Lisa, you're just the best. Oh, because there's that too. There's that too. I mean, it's a kind of an extreme thing, as we know. You just, whatever, political opinions, forget it, but almost everything. You just say, I like chocolate milkshakes. And, it doesn't matter. You have one side, you just say, you stupid, milkshakes kill, what? And then the other side, you're so right. That's the best thing ever. You're my best friend. Both are a little imbalanced. So I just hope that you can build a good balance in your life, in your heart, in your mind, with self-respect, Because as you know, listen, they can't insult you. unless you let them. What do I mean? I mean words, actions, non-invitations, talking behind my back. None of it can affect you at all because it doesn't mean anything unless you let it. So, be a great Lisa. Be as strong as you can be. I believe in you. Get out there and make it happen. Build your skill set, your intelligence, your knowledge about the interests that you have. And God bless you today and for the rest of your life in being a strong, glorious woman, standing on your feet and moving forward confidently. God bless you. Now, listen, I'm going to let you off with a warning this time, but I don't want to see you in here again. So, Lisa, why don't you make like a tree and get out of here? That's right. Say hi to your mom for me. But please, my friend, remember what I asked, that you could share it with friends or with yourself, but keep it in your heart. This is for you. This isn't for out there. Because, as I said, there's a lot of people like that. You know what I'm talking about. Take care.
It's time to transform the docks with the magical element of water. Just gonna saturate them. Should I pull out on the